Check one, check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, check. Check 1, check 1, 2. Check 1, check 1, 2. Perfect. check one. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our Rocky Mountain Goat Yoga virtual class this morning. My name's Samantha. I'm going to be your yoga instructor. Our goats joining us today are going to be Simone and Tiny. You will know them from our Instagram and Facebook posts if you follow us. If not, go ahead and join. Thank you, everyone who have already sent in donations through Eventbrite. If you're joining in and you wish to send a donation to help feed and care for the goats, we would so appreciate it. There's a link on the bottom of this feed that you can go to, or you can also visit eventbrite.com. So again, thank you so much for joining us. We miss all of you having you in our space. And soon again, we'll be having our farm events, so we'll be seeing each other soon. But continue to check into these virtual events. Again, we appreciate every donation, no matter how big or small, just to help support our goats through this difficult time. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to form a comfortable seated position, however that's comfortable for you. So just really grounding down, maybe gently closing the eyes, and just coming into the breath. Taking a few deep inhales and a deep cleansing exhale. And when you're ready, gently opening the eyes, feeling centered, feeling grounded. And then we're going to inhale our arms, just reaching for the sky, maybe lifting our gaze up to our fingertips. And then exhale, letting them gently sweep back down, just Starting to warm up the body, get the energy moving. Again, we're gonna inhale, reaching for the sky, and saying good morning to Simone and Tiny. And exhale, releasing back down. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, reaching for the sky. And this time when we exhale, we're gonna twist open to the right. So right arm reaches for the back, nice gentle twist. And then inhaling back up to center. And exhaling over to the other side, left arm reaches back. And inhaling back to center. And releasing the arms back down. We're gonna roll forward onto our mat into a tabletop position or goat bridge. Stacking our shoulders over our wrists, our hips over our knees. Toes can be curled under or flat, whatever feels best for you. Nice strong core, hugging that belly button into our spine, lengthening through our crown. We're just gonna inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze into cow pose, warming up the spine. Now we're gonna inhale, exhale, pushing down through the hands, rounding the spine, cat pose, really stretching through. And continuing with your breath, inhaling down to cow, and exhaling to cat. Moving as slow or as fast that feels good in your body. We're gonna do one more round. And after your final cat pose, we're gonna come to a neutral spine. We're gonna send our right leg straight back, toes pointing to the ground. And when you're ready, sending that left arm forward, reaching through the fingertips while we push back through the heel. Nice spinal extension. Holding here for one more breath. And exhale, release. And taking a breath to reset our base. And then we're gonna send that left leg back, again, toes pointing to the ground. And when we're ready, right arm reaches forward. Strong core, hugging that belly button into the spine. Very challenging with the goat on your back. One more breath, reaching forward while pushing back, and exhale, release. And again, taking a breath to reset our base in our goat bridge. Nice deep inhale, cleansing exhale. Then we're gonna step back to plank or goat ramp. So keeping our shoulders over our wrists, we're just gonna send the toes back, heels over the toes, hugging belly button to spine. Continuing to push down through the hands, strong core, starting to build that fire. Simone's a little feisty this morning. One more breath, and then exhale, hips high to the sky, downward facing goat. It's our first time here, so go ahead and settle in, walk out your goat, find any movement that feels good. And we're gonna come back to stillness. Taking another deep breath and a cleansing exhale. Letting the chest fall a little deeper, a little closer to the thighs. We're gonna inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through to a low lunge. Nice and controlled, right knee over right ankle. We're gonna push down through our left hand, inhale, right hand high, gentle twist. Holding for one more breath. And exhale, release back to our low lunge. We're gonna drop our left knee down to the mat. And then inhale, rise, arms reaching for the sky, lifting our chest, lifting our gaze, baby back bend. Nice deep inhale, sinking down through the hips. Holding for one more breath. And then exhaling, releasing the hands back to the mat. We're gonna shift our hips back, coming into a half split, lifting the right toes up off the mat. This right knee can be bent or straight, whatever feels good in your body. And then letting our head and chest fall heavy. Breathing through any tension. Allowing the body to find a release, to find an opening. So feisty today, Simone. And breathing here, breathing through that right leg for one more breath. And walking the hands back forward. We're gonna lift our left knee off the mat, coming back to low lunge. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, downward facing goat. And we're gonna pause here, resetting our base. Maybe again, walking out our goat. Just really getting into the body, waking it up, get the energy moving. Coming back to stillness. We're gonna inhale our left leg high and exhale, step it through low lunge. Left knee over our left ankle, pushing down through the right hand. We're gonna inhale our left hand high. Holding here for one more breath. And exhale, release. Lowering our right knee down. We're gonna inhale our arms, reaching for the sky, lifting our chin and chest, baby back bend. And then exhale, sinking down through the hips. Feeling the love of the goats, even if just virtually. Knowing soon enough we'll all be able to gather again on the farm and feel the love of the goats in person. One more deep inhale, cleansing exhale, and releasing the hands back to the mat. We're gonna shift our hips back, lifting those left toes up, letting our head and chest fall heavy. And again, this left knee can be bent or straight, whatever feels good in your body. Just breathing through the tension, breathing through this left leg as we wake it up, as we stretch it open. One more breath, breathing through the stretch. Simone's very feisty today. And then we're gonna walk our hands back forward, framing this left foot, lifting our right knee off the mat, low lunge. Inhale, left leg high. And exhale, downward facing goat. And again, we're gonna pause here, using our breath to reset our base, finding any movement that feels good. And coming back to stillness. We're gonna inhale, look to the top of our mat, and take tiny steps to arrive into a forward fold, taking our time to arrive there. And then we're gonna heel toe our feet as wide as the mat, letting our head fall heavy, bending our knees, coming into ragdoll, The hands can stay down to the ground, or you can grab opposite elbows and maybe sway side to side, letting the lower back release. One more deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Releasing our hands back to the mat, we're going to heel toe our feet back together, hip distance apart. Bringing our hands to our knees, we're going to inhale, halfway lift, flat back, tail to crown. Exhale, fold. We're going to inhale, rise all the way up to standing, mountain pose. Arms reaching for the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to continue reaching back, lifting our chin and chest. Again, another baby back bend. Inhaling back to center and exhale, forward fold. Hands to the knees. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bringing our hands to the mat, we're going to step back to goat ramp. We're going to lower all the way down onto our bellies. Hands underneath the shoulders for support. Do some baby cobras. So exhale all of your air, pushing down through our toes to lift our knees off the mat. We're going to inhale, rise. Baby cobra, lifting our chest off the mat. Exhale, lower. We're going to do that 2 more times. So again, exhaling all of our air. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. One more time. Again, exhaling all of our air. And inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Curling the toes under, we're going to push ourselves up to plank or goat ramp. Exhale, downward facing goat. Holding here for 3 deep breaths. Feeling the pose, feeling your body, feeling how it feels different now than when we first started. Just being aware of the changes that are happening. Inhale, look to the top of your mat, and take tiny steps to arrive into a forward fold. Hands to our knees, we're gonna inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. We're going to exhale, hands to heart center. And taking a moment to smile and to find gratitude for one thing today. Maybe you can think of a lot of things, but sometimes just thinking of one thing we're grateful for can make all the difference. So just focusing our energy on whatever that is that we're grateful for today, whether it be family or friends, our pets, the goats here. Just finding some gratitude and bringing that into your being. We're going to inhale back up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to bring our hands to the mat, stepping back to goat ramp. Exhale, downward facing goat. Again, really just feeling the pose, feeling the stretches through the legs, through the hips, through the arms, through the shoulders, wherever this pose is activated in your body. We're going to inhale, right leg high, and exhale, step it through low lunge. Pushing down the left hand. We're inhale, right hand high. And exhale, release. Making sure we have a steady, sturdy foundation. We're gonna inhale, rise, high lunge. Arms reaching for the sky, grounding down through our feet. Nice deep inhale. And on an exhale, we're gonna send our right arm to the back, gentle twist. Holding here for a breath, a little bit of a balance challenge. Ooh, especially with goats. And inhaling back to center. Pausing for a breath before we open up into warrior two. So right toes remain facing forward, bending into this right knee. Left foot's now parallel to that back edge, short edge of the mat. Hips over our shoulders, reaching out through the fingertips, continuing to bend into this right knee. Coming back to the breath, feeling the power of the pose within the legs, within the arms, extending our being as big as it can be. Flipping our palms to the sky. We're gonna let our left arm float down to our leg, inhaling our right hand up and over, reaching for the back of the mat. Holding here, breathing through our right side body, creating space. Inhaling back to warrior two. We're gonna straighten our right leg, coming into triangle pose. So begin to reach forward through the right fingers while sending the left hip back. When you can't reach anymore, go ahead and flip your arms to 6 and 12. If your fingers don't touch the ground, that's okay. Just take the back of your hand, push it into your shin for support. One more breath. We're gonna inhale, rise back to warrior two, bending into our right knee. Deep inhale, and on an exhale, we're gonna windmill the hands back to the ground, coming to a low lunge. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, downward facing goat. And again, pausing to reset our base and find any movement that feels good. And we're gonna inhale, look to the top of our mat, and arrive into a forward fold. If you can't tell, our goats really miss you guys being here. We've seen such changes in their personalities. They miss you guys. They miss their human yogi friends. Hands to the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to mountain. We're gonna exhale, hands to heart center. And again, just coming back to whatever we were grateful for, whatever we were sending our gratitude to. Maybe you want to just keep sending your love and gratitude to that same thing or person or being. Maybe there's someone else or something else that you're also grateful for. We're going to inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bringing our hands to the mat, we're going to step back to goat ramp. Exhale, downward facing goat. Inhale, left leg high. And exhale, step it through low lunge. Pushing down through our right hand, we're gonna inhale, left hand high, gentle twist, and exhale, release. Oh, goodness, these goats today. Once we have a steady, sturdy foundation, we're going to inhale, rise up to high lunge. Feeling the power in the legs, reaching up through the fingertips. Nice deep inhale. And on an exhale, we're going to send our left arm reaching for the back, gentle twist. Inhale back to center. Nice deep inhale, and on an exhale, we're going to open up warrior two. So this time, left toes are facing forward. Right foot is parallel to that back edge, short edge of the mat, bending into the left knee, hips over shoulders over hips, reaching out through our fingertips. Making ourselves as big as we can be, extending in every direction. The body begins to shake, you're doing it right. Flipping palms to sky, letting that right arm float down. Inhaling left arm up and over, reaching for the back. Inhaling back to warrior two. Straightening our left leg. We're going to begin to reach forward through the left fingertips while sending our right hip back. And then dropping our arms 6 and 12, triangle pose. One more breath. And inhale, rise back to warrior two, bending into that left knee. And on your next exhale, we're going to windmill the hands back to the mat, low lunge. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, downward facing goat. And again, pausing for a few breaths to reset our base. Find any movement that feels good. Inhale, look to the top of your mat and arrive into a forward fold. Hands to the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. And we're going to exhale, bring it right back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to the mat, stepping back to goat ramp. Exhale, downward facing goat. Holding here for another breath or two. Letting the chest fall a little deeper, closer to the thighs. We're going to inhale, right leg high. And exhale, bring it through pigeon pose. Right knee to right wrist. Right ankle over to the left side. We're going to drop down onto our left knee and then slowly sink into the hips. If this feels good, go ahead and stay lifted, continuing to push down through the hands, lifting the chest. Otherwise, I invite you to go ahead and fold forward, coming down onto the forearms, finding length through the crown. Feeling a release in the hips, an opening in the hips. Taking a nice deep inhale and a cleansing exhale through the mouth. Releasing any tension you're holding within your hips. within your thighs, within your lower back. Letting it all just melt away back to the ground, back to the earth. Taking 3 more breaths here. Keeping the awareness on the body, not letting the mind wander, not letting it get distracted. Whenever you notice you are distracted, just coming back to the breath. One more deep inhale, deep cleansing exhale. Then bringing our hands back to the mat, we're going to slowly push ourselves back up, lifting our chest. Making sure our hands are underneath our shoulders or just about close to that. We're going to curl the left toes under, rolling our weight forward onto our hands so that we can inhale this right leg high. Exhale, downward facing goat. And again, taking a breath to reset our base. And then inhaling left leg high. And exhale, bring it through pigeon pose. Dropping down onto this right knee and then sinking into the hips. Again, if this feels good, just stay lifted, pushing down through the hands, lifting the chest. Otherwise, I invite you to fold forward. Dropping down onto the forearms, lengthening through the crown. And again, just inviting the body to find a release, to find an opening. Just noticing the thoughts that might be coming up. And just coming back to the breath whenever we notice we're distracted. Three more breaths. Last deep inhale and deep exhale. And bringing our hands back to the mat, we're going to slowly lift our back up, pushing down through the hands, lifting the chest. Curling the right toes under, we're going to roll our weight forward into our hands. So we can inhale left leg high, exhale downward facing goat. We're going to drop our knees, coming back to goat bridge. So shoulders over wrist, hips over knees, nice neutral spine lengthening through the crown. We're going to inhale our right arm high. And on an exhale, we're going to scoop it underneath our left arm, threading the needle, dropping down onto our right shoulder and our right ear. Feeling the gentle twist of our upper spine. Feeling the shoulders begin to stretch open, creating space. I'm feeling the love of the goats, even if just virtually for right now, knowing we'll all be able to gather again soon. Three more breaths. Last breath. And when you're ready, we're going to begin to push down through our left hand, inhaling our right hand high. We're going to pause to roll out this right wrist. And then release back to goat bridge, taking a breath to reset our base. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale this left hand high. And exhale, threading the needle, scooping it underneath this right arm, dropping down onto our shoulder, onto our ear. Again, gently twisting our spine open, creating space between our shoulders. Three more breaths. Last deep inhale and cleansing exhale. When you're ready, beginning to push down through this right hand, inhaling left hand high, pausing to roll out this wrist before releasing back to goat bridge. From here, we're going to cross our ankles and come back onto our seat, sending our legs straight in front of us. So again, grounding down, making sure we feel stable with our base. We're just gonna inhale our arms up to the sky and exhale, forward fold, reaching for our toes. You can let the spine round, letting the forehead fall down to the knees. And just coming back to the breath, coming back to the body. One more deep breath in. And on an exhale, begin to walk the hands back towards the body, lifting the chest. Maybe give some belly scratches if you have your own goat at home. BYO goat. And from here, we're going to bring our right foot into our left inner thigh. Taking our left fingers, we're going to reach for these left toes. And then the right arm reaches to the back and then up and over, opening up this right side body. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Each exhale, letting our right fingertips fall a little closer to the ground. And on an inhale, slowly begin to rise. Right arm reaches all the way back up before we release back to center. Just going to switch our legs. Right leg goes long, left foot comes to this right inner thigh. We're going to send right fingertips to the right toes. Left arm reaches back and then up and over. Opening up our left side body. And again, every exhale, I want you to reach a little bit closer to the toes, even if just a little bit. And inhaling all the way back up before releasing back to center. We're going to bring our feet together, coming into butterfly. So soles of the feet together. If this feels good, great, stay here. Maybe put some gentle rocking motion into the knees as we go side to side. If you're feeling pretty open in your hips today or want a really deep, yummy stretch, go ahead and bring your hands to the floor in front of you and slowly, slowly let your chest fall to the ground. Finding your edge and just pushing past it a little bit, creating a new edge. Every inhale, find length through the crown. Every exhale, find a little more depth in your fold. We're going to be here for a few breaths, so go ahead and settle in. Finding your edge, maybe creating a new edge. Awareness is within the body, within the breath. Knowing the mind will always be there with whatever it needs to tell us or show us, and it's okay to take time away from our mind. Three more breaths. Last breath. Bringing our hands to the mat, we're slowly going to push down through, lifting our chest back up. Bringing our hands to the outside of our knees, we're going to lift them up, just assisting them out of that deep stretch. Sending our legs long in front of us, we're just going to shake them out, releasing all of that stretching and opening we just did. And then bringing our feet flat on the mat. We're going to bring our right ankle over our left knee, coming into a figure four. You can either drop your chest down to your legs, or you can pull your legs back into your chest. Okay, they don't want me to have my hair in a ponytail today, I guess. Or pull your legs into your chest. Whatever feels good to you, and you can kind of rock between the two. Letting the chest fall down with an exhale, inhaling, dropping back. Again, whatever feels good in your body. Knowing every day is going to be different. Every hour will be different. What we need in the morning is different than what we need in the night. Just honoring that within ourselves. Three more breaths. One more breath. Then we're going to send this left leg long, keeping our right foot to the outside of our left thigh. Left arm wraps around our right knee, and then our right arm is going to reach for the back, coming into a twist. Every inhale, sit a little bit taller, and every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. We're going to do this for 5 more breaths. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, twisting deep. One more breath. And slowly begin to untwist, sending this right leg long. And shaking the legs out one more time. Then bringing our feet flat to the mat. We're just going to switch sides. So left ankle over our right knee. And again, you can drop your chest, knees, or pull your knees to your chest. Holding here for a few breaths. I think I might be getting a haircut today too. Maybe that's why they wanted my ponytail out. One more breath. And sending this right leg long. Left foot stays on the outside of our right thigh. Right arm hugs this left knee in. Left arm reaches for the back. And again, every inhale, sit a little taller. Every exhale, twist a little deeper. One more breath. Nice and deep inhale, cleansing exhale. And begin to untwist, sending both legs long in front of us, shaking them out. We're gonna cross our ankles, roll back forward into goat bridge, and our final shavasana today is gonna be resting goat or child's pose. So knees can stay together, or we can take them as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Sitting our hips back, sitting up nice and tall before we fold forward, reaching forward, letting our head and chest fall to the mat. We're not gonna think about what just happened. We're not gonna worry about what we have to do later. We're not gonna worry about what's gonna happen in the world. We're just gonna be in these final moments of our practice today, feeling the gratitude that we called in, feeling the love of the goats, even if just virtually. That life will come back, knowing that we'll be able to gather again, that you'll be able to have a goat on your back, giving you your final shavasana adjustments. We're going to take a few breaths of silence. And slowly bringing our awareness back to this space. First, by noticing the sounds that are around you. Feeling the weight of your body supported by the mat. And when you're ready, inviting movement back into the body and your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, slowly bring your hands through the mat, lifting yourself back up. Oh, bless you, Tiny. I don't know if you guys could hear that. It's the cutest goat sneeze. And we're gonna come to a comfortable seated position. Again, grounding back down. Bringing our hands to heart center. Let's all take a breath virtually together. Beginning to inhale now, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna hold it 1, 2, 3, and open mouth, exhale, let it go. The goat in me sees and honors the goat in you. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, this beautiful Saturday morning, and sharing your practice with us virtually. Again, thank you so much for all your donations through Eventbrite. We also have a link for a PayPal donation at the bottom of this live stream. All donations go towards feeding and caring for these goats during this difficult time, so we appreciate every dollar that you send. And we can't wait to see you guys again in person. We're already planning on, when we can offer our public events on the farm. So keep following us on Instagram and Facebook, or you can also sign up for our newsletter on our website, RockyMountainGoatYoga.com. That way you know when we're going to be offering public events again, so you can come hang out with these adorable goats. They're so fun. They're so loving. If you haven't experienced this before, I definitely recommend you check it out. We also currently, if you can't wait until our farm events open up sometime in June, we do currently offer baby goat grams, where we'll bring 2 of these little guys and come hang out with you for an hour or so. And you can snuggle, you can play, you can cuddle, you can get pictures. So yeah, if you're interested in a baby goat gram, reach out to us, or you can check out our website, RockyMountainGoatYoga.com. There's a form for you to fill out. We are also now offering brand new service, mini donkey grams. So just like the baby goat gram, except we'll bring a mini donkey. So if you're interested in that, again, just reach out. We'd be happy to hear from you and help you with whatever you wish. And we also offer private goat yoga parties. Right now we are limiting the size of those, but again, if you're interested, please reach out. We would love to host bachelorette parties, birthday parties, all those kinds of fun things, or even a just because party. So get your quarantine together and reach out. We'd love to see you guys. Yeah. So let's bring the goats back on the screen. And we can see some baby goat fun. There's also a kitty cat here, Jupiter. So if the goats seemed a little distracted today, it's because they were playing with their kitty friend. Here's Tiny. Come here. Come here. Come say hi to all your friends. Come here. Hi. So this is Tiny. He's our blue-eyed goat, Colorado Blue Eyes. Hi. There we go. If you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Tiny is one of our more popular goats. He's very photogenic. Uh-huh. Guess he's a little camera shy right now. Say hi, everybody. I miss you. And then we have Simone, feisty Simone today. Yeah, like I said, we have Jupiter here. Simone wasn't too sure about Jupiter. Jupiter's a little kitty cat that we have in the studio with us today. So we also have one more event this weekend tonight at 5 p.m. virtual event. Again, you can tune into our Facebook Live page. Donations are accepted for that as well. Again, all donations go for our goats. The event tonight will start at 5 p.m. and it's reading to goats. So we'll have Jim, our goat handler, who will be reading bedtime stories to our goats. And the goats will be the judge of which story is the best. So tune in and see if our goats like the story or if they're totally bored and just walk away. So Tiny and Simone are rescues. All of our goats here at Rocky Mountain Goat Yoga are rescues. They're Nigerian dwarf goats. So they are fully grown. This is all the bigger they'll get. Yeah, Jim was just telling me that Simone had a little rough week last week. Like I said, we've noticed some changes in our goats since we haven't been able to host our public events. We can really tell that they're missing their human friends. They don't understand why they can't come and show off all their tricks and hang out with everybody every weekend like they were. So they miss you just as much as you miss them. Yeah. And there's Jupiter, our Rocky Mountain Goat Yoga kitty. Jupiter has a sister, Juno, around here somewhere, but she's shy. So again, for anyone still tuned in, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your donations. We are so grateful and so appreciative of every cent that comes in. It really helps us support the goats, support the farm during this time of global pandemic when we don't know what's happening. So we really appreciate it. So much gratitude, so much thanks for every donation that comes in. It allows us to continue feeding our goats without really taking a big hit for it. And there's Tiny. And like I said, we're planning on June events soon, so keep following us on Facebook, Instagram, sign up for our newsletter, and as soon as we host our public events again, you'll be the first to know. And of course, we can always do private events. We can come to your backyard, your front yard, for baby goat grams, for goat yoga parties, for mini donkey grams. We also offer Zoom meetings, so if you have a Zoom meeting that you want to have one of our goats pop in for, we can do that for you as well. Not just goats, we have chickens, we have donkeys, we have horses. We have a whole farm of animals. So you can pick your farm animal that we have available, and we can have them join your Zoom meeting. Again, all this information of how to book these services can be found on RockyMountainGoatYoga.com, or you can reach out to us. You can email info@RockyMountainGoatYoga.com. We would love to bring you the love of the goats. Not just for you, but for them too. And that's Jim and Simone that you're seeing now. Jim is the main goat handler of Rocky Mountain Goat Yoga. This is his baby, his project, his life. He provides so much love for these goats, and he's the one who gets to help them find all their talents so that they can show them off to us. If you haven't been to a Rocky Mountain Goat Yoga class in person yet, some things that you might not know are the goats are just like puppies. They're very emotionally intelligent, so they can pick up on your mood. It's been proven that goats prefer people who smile. They can tell when a human is smiling, and they're drawn to those people, just like we are. They can tell when you need some extra love and cuddles. Or they can tell when they need to be silly and make you laugh. They're very gentle creatures. everyone. Again, thank you so much for tuning in this morning. We have another event at 5 p.m. tonight that you're more than welcome to join in, create a watch party. Again, donations can be left at eventbrite.com, or you can also send donations to our PayPal, which is at the bottom of the stream here. I hope you have a beautiful day, and we will see you again soon.